Hello, everyone. Bill O'Nervain here, Master of Wine. My apologies for not posting a video sooner. I wanted to, but I've had a sick dog on my hands. Kathy and I, we have two puppies, pit bull terriers, siblings, a boy and a girl. Jocko is the boy, Neela is the girl. Jocko had a couple tumors last year in November and had to have surgery. Those were on his belly and groin, and he developed two more a couple of weeks ago and had to have surgery. So we're at the tail end of that. He's doing fine, back to his old self. Today's Sunday. He will have his stitches removed on Thursday. But yeah, it's been really trying to see have your puppy go through these things. Um, so that's why I haven't posted. So please accept my apologies. I do have kind of a maybe an odd review of a wine here today. I have a Zinfandel that is nearly 25 years old. Now, one of my favorite houses. This is Turley. This is the O2 Paso Robles Zinfandel from Pasenti Vineyard. Um, and the alcohol is a whopping 16% on the label. So about 7, 8 bottles of Zinfandel of Turley kind of escaped me a bit. Um, I had them in a box and didn't realize that they got mixed in with the long term storage stuff. So normally I would not recommend aging a Zinfandel that long at all. But let's give this a shot. I had very low expectations of this wine, so I just opened it up a little while ago and had a sniff. On the aromatics, there is a lot of alcohol jumping out. There's almost no fruit at this stage. A little bit of maybe a cherryish, faint cherryish type of character. There is a lot of tea leaf, damp earth, almost a touch of petrichor type of quality in here. A little bit of dried mushroom type of notes, but virtually no fruit, right? And Zinfandel is all about this beautiful fruity exuberance, this hedonistic fruity quality, and this has none of that. Like I said, aging it out for that long is not recommended. On the taste of this. Ooh, hot. That finish is almost burning. It's probably higher than 16% on the listed alcohol. I wouldn't be surprised at all. There was a little bit more fruit on the palate than the bouquet suggests. The cherryish raspberry liqueur type of quality, but not much. The acids there, the tannins have all melted away, and there is just this resonant heat from the alcohol. So this wine is completely falling apart. Not a big surprise at this stage. Reading very disjointed. Alcohol sticking out like a sore thumb. Now, I did have this wine numerous times in its youth, and the wine was exquisite, right? So Zinfandel is one of these things that can support a very high level of alcohol because it usually has the very high level of fruit extract to match it, that intensity and concentration of this pure brambly type of fruit profile that can match that alcohol. Acidity is typically moderate on the Zinfandel and relatively lowish in tannins. So, but fruit kind of gives it that hedonistic type of tone when the wines are young. So I typically like to drink my Zinfandels, no more than 8 years old. Oftentimes I'll drink them on release within 1 to 2 years, and then have a few bottles that go 5, 7, 8 years, and that's kind of the max. So having this 24-year-old Zinfandel here, it's not fair to Turley to review it like this or anything like that. But this is what happens to wines that if you forget about them and a bit of a knucklehead and let it go way past what decency should be for that wine, right? And this is way beyond the pale. Very few Zinfandels could age this long and be enjoyable. So this is not a knock to Turley. I'm a huge fan of their wines. They make about 15 different Zinfandels every year, and for a while there in the early 2000s, late 99, 90s, I was on their mailing list, and we get 2, 3 cases every year. I just love their wines. So if you haven't tried Zinfandels, please check out Turley. A couple other producers that I really like. Bedrock Wine Company is doing some amazing stuff with Zinfandel and their other varieties. Highly recommend checking them out. The winemaker and owner is Morgan Twain Peterson, is a fellow master of wine. His wines are definitely worth seeking out. Also, have liked numerous Zinfandels from Raffinelli and Ridge. Right, the famous Ridge Montebello is not a Zinfandel, but it's the same winery of that fame that does some amazing Zinfandels. So please check those out when you get a chance. And this is what happens to wines when you let them go too long. The fruit drops out completely and it starts, other facets come out that give it this disjointed aspect to it. In this case, it's the alcohol that is just sticking out like a sore thumb. So don't age wines too long. More often than not, it's better to drink them younger rather than older. Very few varieties and regions can age 20 plus years. Bordeaux, Burgundy, Côte Rôtie. What else do we have? Brunello, Barolos from Italy, these type of things. Riojas can go the distance in Napa Valley. Cabs and Syrahs from Washington State can go, sometimes 15 to 25 years on the Cabernets and Bordeaux blends. But it should be much more of a strategic thing that you lay down for that long. Don't make the mistake of putting Zinfandel that long. I think you'll be disappointed. So I'm not going to be drinking the rest of this bottle. I probably will use it in a sauce or something like that when I'm cooking tomorrow. Anyway, thank you. I will have a few more videos posted this week to talk about the vineyards a bit and talk about photosynthesis, respiration, and transpiration. What's kind of happening in the vines. Okay, hope you're doing well. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.